What up, NBA world? We back again with yet another trade. Breaking news: Drew Holiday to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe to the Pelicans, along with a couple of other draft assets. This is nuts, guys. This is a crazy day so far. We've had two blockbusters. First, the Chris Paul one, and now this one today. Just today. Imagine what's yet to come. Now, we also have the Robert Covington getting traded to Portland deal that happened. They finalized the trade. Robert Covington to Portland for Trevor Ariza and a 2020 first round pick. I think it's protected. But Drew Holiday to the Bucks is huge. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I can't believe that the Bucks they were able to get Drew Holiday. They gave up 3 first round picks that may or may not be worth something, depending on if Giannis Antetokounmpo resigns with them or not. If he doesn't resign, guess what? They have all those pick swaps as well. Not just the 3 picks. They gave up pick swaps. So the Pelicans could have top picks potentially by the next 2 years, especially if if Giannis leaves. So I'm telling you guys right now, it's crazy, but the Bucks just gambled their whole future on Giannis. And that definitely has to show Giannis, hey, we care. Stay with us. We'll eventually help you win a championship. Everybody saying the Pelicans got fleeced. You tripping, bro. The Pelicans got basically three first round picks and 2 potential swaps. So what pick swaps mean is if the Pelicans get a lower pick than the Bucks, guess what? The Pelicans get swapped at that pick. So yeah, the Pelicans really got a lot for Drew Holiday. I didn't think he was worth that much. But man, I'm going to tell you, Giannis and Jrue Holiday is going to be a problem in the East. So now I definitely expect the whole Brooklyn Nets trade to go down. Now the Brooklyn Nets are probably going to go out and get James Harden just to match as far as firepower goes. But I think this is crazy. And then the Rockets trade, Robert Covington for Trevor Ariza, essentially with other pieces surrounding it, is crazy too because guess what? That means the Rockets are probably going to trade James Harden and Russell Westbrook now. Even though they were talking about they wanted to give it another run. Now, sometimes the reason they say they want to give it another run is because they don't want to be lowballed by other teams when they got their stars on the market, especially Russell Westbrook. I heard the market for him is bleak. But this trade is kind of mind-blowing. I didn't see this coming. And like I told you guys, it's always the trades you don't see coming that end up happening. Now, obviously, the Bucks were going for Chris Paul. They missed out on him. So they turned around and had to pay the price for Drew Holiday. So the Pelicans continue to just rack up draft picks, and they continue just to add. I was doing my other stream on the Bat Cave on my second channel. When I heard this trade, I'm like, oh, I got to get off and get on this channel. So, yeah, smash the like button, guys. Make sure y'all show support. We'll see what happens. This was just day one, and we already got like 3 major trades. So imagine what tomorrow and the upcoming days are going to be like, A lot of warmth in Milwaukee right now on Giannis Antetokounmpo Supermax. So now we may get a Giannis Supermax, and he may decide to commit to them. Who knows what's going to happen there? But that'll change the landscape of the NBA because everybody is prepping for him next offseason. So that could lead to even up more trades. We'll see. It says here that the Lakers inquired with a deal built around Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green, and the number 28 pick, and other considerations to the Pelicans but they were not interested. And I told you guys this. I don't think the Pelicans will trade with us for the next century because they basically gift wrapped us a championship with Anthony Davis. So, yep, crazy, right? Crazy. He said free agency season is fun. The NBA is just a year-round league, man. It's always fun. Then I hope we get Jeremy Grant. Me too. That would be a great fit. He's athletic. He's defensive. He's versatile. He can, attack the rim. He can stretch the floor a little bit, shooting from the corners and from the top of the arc. He would be a good look for sure. But there's other options there as well. So we'll see what happens there. What do you guys think of the trade? Who won the trade? Obviously, I believe that it's a fair trade both ways. Matter of fact, I think the Pelicans won because they got a lot of value in return for Jrue Holiday, who's a borderline all-star. Jameson Mess, appreciate you, bro. He said, I love Dennis Schroeder trade for our Lakers. Great insurance. Me too. That ensures that we don't overpay for any free agents, neither for KCP or for Rondo. So we'll see what happens there. Thank you, Big Baby. Appreciate you, bro. He says, Serge is our next chess move. Serge Ibaka would be very ideal for the Lakers. But again, it's the trades. It's the moves we don't hear about, the free agent signings and trades that have happened so far. And remember, man, the draft is just a couple of days away. Uh, things are about to go down, especially draft night. I expect a couple of moves to be made then as well. My opinion about James Harden to the Nets, I mentioned it earlier. I'm not really petrified by this move. If they get lucky enough to make it to the finals, which I doubt, I think we can take them. But obviously, we got to get through the West first. The West is going to be a lot tougher, right? We can't count our blessings before they hatch. But what I'm saying is, the Nets, I think there's going to be chemistry issues if they pull that trade off. And if anything, they're gutting their playoff depth. Like, I'd rather have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Karis LeVert, Jarrett Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie than, just James Harden, KD, and Kyrie. Because God forbid any of those get injured, and now you're skating on thin ice. So, yep. Wait, what happened, DTLF? Recap? Jrue Holiday to the Milwaukee Bucks. Breaking news. Woj bomb, Shams bomb, and DTLF bomb. I'm telling you guys right now, that's a good look. The Bucks are going to be a scary team because Jrue Holiday is a two-way player who can take some pressure off of Giannis in the playoffs big time with his playmaking and scoring abilities. But he's not proven in the playoffs. So I'm not too scared, but it is a respectable move for sure. I think the Bucks gave up too much. I think the Bucks gave up just way too much. They gave up 3 first-round picks. I'm not sure if those are protected. They're probably not. And they gave up, pick swaps for the next couple of years. So, yeah, I think the Pelicans win that for sure. And I got to tell you, man, they're doing an excellent job of rebuilding over there. Their future was already bright. I think they're going all in now. Obviously, Jrue Holiday didn't fit the timeline with the young players they had. So they traded him out to the East. That way they don't have to see him many times a year. And I think it's a win for the Pelicans for sure. But the Bucks, they don't take a win or a loss. It's not determined till Giannis either re-signs he re-signs with them or not. If he doesn't re-sign, they just shot themselves in the foot because guess what? They gave up 3 first-round picks, and they're probably going to suck if Giannis leaves. So that's 3 good picks they gave up to the Pelicans. Imagine the Pelicans get 2 or 3 first overall picks out of that or top 3 picks out of that. That'll be crazy, right? Including with the young talent they have. They could catapult themselves to championship contention if they flip some of those picks for a superstar. But we'll see. We will see. And they gave up George Hill. Yeah, they gave up George Hill too. That's a no-no. Bucks aren't going to be better than they were before. Sorry, but Bucks took an L. They're going to be a little bit better. Jrue Holiday is not a joke. He's an underrated player. He's one of the more underrated players in the league. So, it's a slight dub depending on what Giannis does. If I'm the Bucks, though, they didn't have a choice. Think about it. If they don't show Giannis that they're willing to do it all and push all their chips forward to help him win, guess what happens? He leaves. So this is their best bet at trying to re-sign him. I don't blame them. I still think they gave up too much, but they did what they had to do. They fleeced the Bucks. We'll see. Harden to the Raptors. I don't think that happens. Should the Lakers trade for Daniel House? No. I'll leave Daniel House and his little hooker on the side over there. We good, man. We need good locker room players. Guys that aren't over here messing up in the bubble. I'm good on Daniel House. Could OKC get Kuz and send Oubre to the Lakers and Danny Green to the Suns? That is something that I've been hearing out there that could happen. But like I said, it's not going to be much of a trade-off between Kelly Oubre and Kuz. I know people are higher on Kelly Oubre because his game is a little bit better as far as flashiness. But I think they're very equal. And Kuz got the better contract, in my opinion. But we'll see. I don't mind Kelly Oubre. I am a fan of his game. He's definitely good. He's a hooper. I liked him since he was with the Washington Wizards, and I couldn't believe that they gave him up for nothing. But we'll see what happens. Getting excited for the season. This is going to be a great season. Everybody is right now trying to strategize to compete with our Lakers, man. We're at the top of the world. We got better with Dennis Schroeder, and we immediately made the league scramble. Everybody, the Suns went out and got Chris Paul. Now the Bucks go out and they get, Jrue Holiday. Let's see what happens next. I think Harden is on his way out. Very excited to see what happens there. Can't the Lakers get Joe Harris? Too expensive. No, thank you. No, thank you. He said, contracts got to match. ESPN trade machine is free online, lazy asses. I agree with that. A lot of people throwing out names that don't even match. So yeah, what he said. And also drop a like, what he said as well. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. He said Flipper's probably punching the air right now. LOL. I love it. They're missing out on a lot of opportunities. So now for them, it's probably going to be Rondo or bust. And I pray to God that Rondo doesn't go there, because that'll be the ultimate FU. Now think about this. There was a rumor circulating that the Clippers that Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers was on the phone with Chris Paul trying to get him to get traded to the Clippers. I guess that didn't come to fruition. I mean, can you even imagine what a phone call by Kawhi was going to be? It's probably really quiet. You could probably hear the crickets. But yeah, that guy's not a recruiter, man. Stop it. Can the Lakers get Danilo Gallinari? We absolutely, most certainly can, if he accepts the mid-level exception, or if Luol Deng's contract comes off the books and we get an extra $5 million to spend. I think anything's possible. I am very excited for that. We haven't gotten an answer from the league yet, but as soon as anything breaks, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Now, I got about 5 minutes here. If you guys want to get any questions in, go ahead, man. Feel free. I do got to go to work tonight, so if anything breaks tonight while I'm at work, I will cover it tomorrow in the morning. You said, I'm a Blazers fan. How do you think the Blazers trade for Robert Covington? I think it's a good pickup. I think the Blazers definitely got a good pickup. I'm not sure if he was worth the pick you guys attached to the trade, but he's a good player. He's very solid. I'm shocked that they gave up on him that quick, but it only signifies that they're waving the white flag. I think the Rockets are done. They're going to have a fire sale. PJ Tucker's next. Harden and Westbrook, I expect them all to get moved. I'd be shocked if they keep Harden after all this. Robert Covington actually fit their roster, especially since they went small. And he's a versatile player who can play. He can play one through. Well, he can't really play too much one, but let's say two through four, right? He could play the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward position when you guys go small ball. So he's going to be a good look. And it also tells me that you guys may or may not bring back Carmelo Anthony. That's the biggest question mark. Now I know Portland enjoyed his first stint there, and I know you guys had mutual interest. The fans were enamored by Melo. Melo was in love with Portland. So we'll see what happens, but I wouldn't be shocked if he goes elsewhere. Can the Raptors get Harden? Can they? I mean, depends. Are you willing to give up Pascal Siakam and some of your best young talent? Because it's going to take a lot. They overvalue that guy, and he's overrated. I think you're better off just sticking with your young guns, man. You guys have a bright future. Toronto still has Pascal. I think you guys should trade Kyle Lowry and re-sign Fred VanVleet. That's what I would do. I think he has higher upside. He's obviously younger. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was the Raptors. But we'll see what happens with you guys. It'll be interesting. Appreciate the question, though. Vic, Chris Dunn would be a good, cheap, and solid defender. I do like him coming off the bench. I heard they couldn't agree to a new contract with the Bulls, right? He was with the Bulls. I do like him. He's very young, but he's going to take some developing. I'm not sure if he's ready to step in and give us some, I'm not sure if he's ready to step in and give us some major minutes. He's like, keep doing great things, man. You inspire me. I appreciate that, big baby. Thank you very much, man. And you as well, man. Keep grinding, brother. Laker Nation appreciates the hard work. Oh, my God, I would love PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker will be nice, man, but I've been hearing that what is he, $7 million worth? Who would you guys trade for PJ Tucker? It depends. Depends what it is. Depends what it is, man. Buddy Hield contract is too expensive. Look up his contract. There's no way we're going for Buddy Hield. I doubt it, especially after we already traded our biggest trade chip, and that was Danny Green. Now, unless you guys believe the rumor of KCP being signed and traded, then we don't have many trade chips at this point. It's all free agency or bust right now. But right now, it's a great start with Dennis. I'm telling you, Dennis is a great start as we stand right now. Bogdanovich would be nice. He would be nice. Now, he's a restricted free agent. I think they need to buy him, basically release his rights if he was to sign with us. He said, you inspire me so much, man. I'll be back on Xbox soon. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Y'all too kind, man. Y'all too kind. Wesley Matthews would be an ideal pickup, especially since we lost or since we got rid of Danny Green. Wesley Matthews would be on a cheaper contract. He's somebody who can knock down shots, especially he hasn't been that healthy with Dallas. But if he can get on a nice little stretch where, find his health again, and maybe he rediscovers his form he had with Portland, because he was really an elite shooter with Portland. Ibaka is ideal. We're looking for him. We'll see what happens with Serge Ibaka, man. If we can get Ibaka over here blocking shots, I'd love it. I want Luke Kennard on the Lakers. Is he a free agent? I don't even know. I like him too. He's a good shooter. He probably wouldn't be that expensive. I wouldn't mind a player like that. I do like him. DTLF, will you be live during the draft? Yes, I will. Even though we don't have a draft pick, I love the draft. So I will be live during the first round of the draft coming up. When is it? On Wednesday. So make sure you guys tune in. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you already haven't, man, for all things Lakers and NBA basketball. Jeremy Grant is another target. I'm hoping the Lakers can get two of those players. Imagine we get Serge Ibaka and Jeremy Grant. Now, I'm not sure how our cap is going to factor into that, but I would love it if we go and it would almost all but guarantee another championship. He said Westbrook to the Clippers. Oh my goodness, man. That's self-destruction if they do that. Gallo or Ibaka? Who you taking? I'm taking Ibaka because in a 7-game series, his toughness, his interior presence, his defense, his ability to stretch the floor. He shot, 38% from beyond the arc, so he could stretch it all the way out, something that we didn't have from a center outside of Anthony Davis. So imagine having two centers that could stretch the floor. The floor spacing would be insane for LeBron to just drive in there and just destroy the opponents. By the way, if y'all didn't see my second channel, I just destroyed my opponent on that new 2K. It's fire, guys. Go check out the Bad Cave, my second channel, man. A little promo plug I wanted to throw in there. Michael Porter Jr. to the Heat. I mean, that would be a crazy look. Ticket TV is saying if the Nets get Harden, it's over. Oh, God. No comment. No comment. We're not talking about that guy here. He's been wrong on everything so far. So let him just keep jinxing himself. Do you think we keep Avery Bradley? I think we should keep Avery Bradley if that's an option. Now, I think he should stay. It's in his best interest. I mentioned this earlier in my video today. If you guys weren't here, make sure you smash the like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hear all this stuff because sometimes I have to repeat it, but I don't mind. I said Avery Bradley is better off playing, collecting some hardware, and then getting paid just like KCP and Rondo and Dwight are about to try to do in the offseason. So, yeah, if I was him, I'd opt into that $5 million. I'm not sure you can get more than 6 or 7 anyways elsewhere. Why not collect the championship and then get the raise next year? Vic, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate y'all for that. So you think Boogie comes back? If so, Gallo be solid fit. Like I said, depends on what happens with the cap space. I'm still looking at that extra $5 million. I wonder how that's going to factor into our decision making in free agency. However, man, these questions are lit tonight. You guys really came with some educated questions. However, if we do miss out on Serge Ibaka, I'd love to bring in Boogie, DeMarcus, and Dwight if possible, because Dwight was great for us. He could even start in some playoff series. However, the reason I prefer Serge Ibaka is because, remember, JaVale McGee and Dwight had to be taken out of certain series because other teams were going small and they were killing us on the defensive rotations and even on offense. So if you got somebody like Serge, that would eliminate that problem where now you're so versatile. Your starting lineup's always going to be Serge and AD in the front court, and you could play matchup versus anybody, whether they go small or big. You never have to switch off and store away Serge Ibaka for a whole playoff series in the bench. So for those purposes, I find him to be my priority. If I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm looking at Serge first. We win free agency if we get Serge Ibaka. I feel like outside of Anthony Davis being re-signed, Serge Ibaka is the biggest name out there, and then Christian Wood as well. But like I said, Christian Wood is young. I think he's looking for a payday, whereas Serge Ibaka is 31. He's probably looking for a championship. We'll see, though. I could be wrong. He said Robin Lopez, he opted out of his deal. I do like Robin Lopez, but he's not what we need, man. He's too slow. He basically would bring the same thing JaVale McGee brought. If that's the case, we could just re-sign JaVale if that's the case. But, I mean, JaVale's going to opt in anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, we need, like I said, bigs who can stretch the floor, or Dwight Howard who can be a physical intimidator. Robin Lopez he's too soft in the paint. He's a solid defender from time to time, but he's not consistent enough for me to want him like that. Now, if we get him, I'm not going to complain. Obviously, he's a part of the family. If he's added on, you know how it goes. Blue Diamond Gem, appreciate you, bro. He said, Red on Twitter, Dwight is following Oubre to OKC. We'll see. We will see. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to see what happens there. But just keep refreshing your guys' tweets. I'm going to be at work probably just doing this, just refreshing like this. Because even though I'm not going to be here and won't be able to break down the videos with you guys, I'm very interested to see what the next move is for the next team. There's plenty of players plenty of teams out there that actually believe they're contenders. They might make a move out of disparity that will actually set them back. So I believe this Milwaukee Buck move that just happened it's a 50-50. Like I said, if Giannis signs, then the gamble paid off. But boy, if he leaves, oh my goodness, somebody better hide in the front office, because they're gonna, that fan base is gonna be looking to hang you when those draft picks end up being top 3 picks going to the Pelicans, and you got no Giannis. So I gotta tell you, man, it's a high risk, high reward type of trade they just pulled off, and for their sake, I hope it works out for their sake. But we'll see. We will see what happens there. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to keep most of these videos to 20 minutes because I will be coming on the daily, multiple times a day potentially, and I don't want you guys to be sitting here for an hour and then I have to sit here for another hour. Anyways, I have to get ready for work. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that post notification bell, man. Anything breaks, you know where to find me. Here first. You heard it here first. It's been real. It's your boy DTLF. Out, man. Have a good night, guys. And let's see what happens around the league. Stay tuned.